What's going on?
How you doing?
I'm good. How you been?
Too bad.
Where have you been?
Hanging out, just chilling.
Oh, we missed you.
Miss you guys too.
Some other guys going
So where are you at with the recovery and just kind of what's been done to kind of get you moving in the right steps here?
Yeah, just had surgery on it, so got the cast off a few days ago. Just letting it recover, letting it heal, do its thing, and then hopefully 4 to 6 weeks of therapy, and I should be back to training. So.
What happened? Late in the game, you got hurt.
Yeah, it was. I think I remember the play. It was the last drive of the game. It was like a screen, and I just came up to tackle him. I think I just banged it on there, and kind of like it was a freak accident type of thing. But it is what it is, Can't really control that.
Your excitement level for this defense and what it can be based on the pieces that you've seen when you come back together next year.
Oh, I mean, it could be the sky's the limit. We just had our last exit meeting with the defense, and I mean that's all we really talked about, just building on the foundation. We definitely had a culture shift, I would think, at least defensively after the bye week. That's what this is about. This lock the gates. It was the Pittsburgh game. That was the one when we felt like the mentality switched, and we just had this lock the gates mentality where, our standard was higher. And so we just got to build off that. We got to just keep as many talented guys as we can here. You know how free agency is. So, just continue building the foundation.
Can you hold that up?
Yeah.
Defensive thing, or is it?
Yeah, it's just defensive, just for the defense. It's just a mentality. Lock the gates, more physical, more fast, just more. We need more, and so this is just something to keep with us while we watching the playoffs, while our blood is boiling, watching other teams get to keep playing and not us. It's just something to keep with us.
Did you just start saying that after the bye?
Yeah.
Who gave that to you today? Was that the AG that gave that to you?
Yeah, AG.
What
Yeah.
stood out to you this year about working with AG?
His love for the game and his level of knowledge, is remarkable. Obviously he's played in the league. He's done his thing really well. 6-time Pro Bowl, I think. So any kind of information I can get from him is valuable to me. So it's just like picking his brain, and he used to play DB, so sometimes, and he was a DB coach, so he sometimes he misses getting to actually hands-on coach the guy. So I just like pull him to the side, talk to him.
I know this season, you have as many interceptions as you had, though. What does that do for your confidence going forward, just to show that you can do that on this level?
It definitely could help a corner's confidence. I think your confidence should be at an ultimate high regardless if you play in corner, because it's hard. It's hard enough as it is, so you got to kind of have that self-confidence and short-term memory all the time. But it definitely, I'm happy I could do that for the defense and just keep building for next year.
Besides the interceptions, just a lot of the metrics too. Just a breakout season overall for you. Just heading into this offseason, what's your focus besides obviously getting healthy, but just where you want to take that next step? Where can your game improve because it was such a terrific season for you this year?
Yeah, just getting back to the basics. Like you said, obviously my body is my temple, so just taking care of my body, making sure that's right, but just working with a purpose, going out there. Training, working smart, not just working hard, but, working smart, working stuff that can help me and help this team win next year. And then just bringing the young guys with me. I think that's going to be huge this offseason. I want to get a lot of the young guys just training with each other and just building that more team chemistry that we can do. No, you're good.
What was it like watching all those young guys churn through? We didn't even know some of the names. I don't know if you knew all the names, but they kept developing and progressing. What was that like?
You saying towards the end of the year?
Yeah.
It was huge. We saw those guys. A lot of those guys were new, like you said, but some of those guys have been with us since camp. So just seeing seeing guys like that get some valuable reps at the end of the year, it was huge for their development, and I love to see it.
You talk about that shift in the development again, but looking at yesterday's game, even offense comes up big to take the lead, and then 2 huge plays on defense. What does it say for the defense going forward that you were able to end that season on that type of note defensively?
Oh, it was huge, man. I think a lot of these games you see when you're not in the playoffs and you got guys' minds can be other places, and I don't think we did that. I think we went in there with a mentality to go get a win regardless of what their situation was, and that's what we did. So it was huge. I think that's something definitely to build off of going next season.
You were around Jeff a lot. Obviously, we didn't see him after week 1, and we know he was here rehabbing and everything. But can you just we shed some insight as to what his sort of mindset has been. Obviously, it's a big, important offseason for him, too.
Yeah, I mean, obviously his injury is pretty, gruesome. So he had his own kind of stuff that he had to deal with that, physically, mentally, everything that comes with that. So he hasn't obviously gotten a chance to be around as much. But I mean, I'm so excited for next year for him because I saw him work with a purpose and with a mentality this offseason to set himself up for this. For the season, and to see him go down like that was just heartbreaking. I feel for him, and I'm just excited for his future. I can't wait to see it because it's been 2 years and people still don't know what Jeff Okudah can do. I've seen it, but it's just time for the world to really see it.
What's the biggest difference
Last one.
between this year and the coaching staff as opposed to last year?
This year's coach said last year. I think it's just the attention. Listen to the players. Last year was great and all, but I just felt like these coaches this year that we have now, Coach Campbell has created a culture of being able to talk to your players. Like, it's a player-led team. Those are usually the best teams. Just listen to players, how our bodies feel, what works, what doesn't work, and so that's huge.
Was that a ligament thing, by the way, or break it, or what happened?
Yeah, broke it.